three of us down here in the Camden Oval, I'm sorry. Peter's right. Since we lost Daphne Johnson in 2007, there's been no representation from the Camden Haven on the council involved with any issues related to what's going on down the Camden Haven. We've become a bit of a backwater. The council really in administration did nothing but put it in a holding pattern for 5 years, 6 years. And it's only been since this new council's come on that we've been able to get something. I know Lee, as President of the Chamber, has a monthly meeting with the Mayor. I know as Vice President, I'm on the Economic Development Committee, which meets once a month and has done for the last 4 years. And I have to tell you, there's been a bit of table thumping over the port-centric position of a lot of the councillors. We're 60 k's south of Port Macquarie. I just need a little bit more time, mate, I'm sorry. And quite frankly, the councillors don't get time to come down, so we need to have representation down there so we can talk to the council from the inside out rather than the outside.
Next question.
Thank you, John. Paul DeRoga is my name. I've got 2 sentences to say and then my question. My question is to all the mayoral candidates. Council rates are pegged by the state government. In addition to that, Council has applied for a special rate variation of about 4% per annum. That expires next year. Question: what are your plans or intentions or policies for special rate variations in addition to the usual rate-pegged CPI increases?
I have already stated what my intention is. I'm a mayoral candidate, so I'm just addressing that question, and I've stated what my intention is. There is a February application that is available to council. It's only February. If they don't get it in February, they have no availability to raise our rates. So I would, if elected, I would be opposing any application into IPART in February for any special rate variations.
Does anybody else wish to answer?
I've actually written in the paper many times saying that I actually do also oppose rate rises, specifically because I understand that there are people in the community who actually can't afford rate rises. Any incremental rises means it may push them out of their homes or whatever. But as far as that goes, as I said before when I was speaking to you earlier, is that there has been savings made through renegotiation of loans and terms of millions, and there's also a service review run through, which another council down south has actually saved $30 million. So things I think we need to be doing is looking for opportunities and ways to improve what we do to make the savings again, so we actually don't need rate rises.
Thank you, Paul, for the question that you've asked me probably 7 times via email, and I'll respond.
Thank you, Peter. Please respond with one answer rather than the 3 that you different ones you've given me so far.
Sorry.
Seeing you're speaking to me, I'll speak to you.
You'd like to go ahead?
Yes, I would.
What I was suggesting was, I've already responded to Paul, but I'm happy to make that public.
Please do.
So, Council each year considers rate rises. It's not only in February next year, it's each year. For the past 4 years, Council has had a 4.43% special rate variation specifically for roads, and more specifically for rural roads. It expires next year in 2017. I support maintaining that special rate variation into the future. That is not a rate rise. No one's rates will rise as a result of that. It is maintaining what we are paying right now. We can't have it both ways. People will come up here and tell you, we can say we can fix all the roads and we don't have any rate rises, you don't need to pay any more. Don't believe big promises. We need to fix our roads and we need the money to be able to do that.
Barry Lynch is my name, and I'm from Lake Cat Eye. I've got a question to Councillor Sharon Griffiths. From my rates notice, council's decided to cancel the option to pay rates at local post offices from October 2016. I'm very concerned this decision was made in April 2016 with minimal community consultation and will impact greatly on older and marginalised ratepayers in our community. They do not have a vehicle and use public transport, cannot use or own a computer, and use the post office to pay most of their bills, including rates.
Yep, that's fine. I was with Jeff August when we actually looked at that process, and when it came down to the numbers, there were very few people using Australia Post to pay their bills. But the value, which I think Jeff may know, about $265,000, it was a significant amount of money that was to be saved by not going with Australia Post. It was a very expensive option, and again, it was about trying to find some savings. But what we found is the numbers were quite low. But people do come to town to shop. So what happened was a lot were using Australia Post, and it was even right next door to the council offices. So they were going to pay one bill, but they'd also pay the council bill. So even though we have our offices close by, it was an expensive option.
Next question.